explaining the difference between when and how often. When did you go to the club yesterday? Now I'm asking with when about a specific time, a particular time. So my answer would be I went to the club at 7 o'clock yesterday. But I use what or how often do you or do you go to the club? How often means how many times? How often means how many times? So in this case, I can say I go to the club once a week, twice a week, several times a week, many times a week. Or I always I use the frequency adverbs. I usually, I always, I often. So we use here in the answer uh, frequency adverbs, always, usually, sometimes, and so on. I can use I go to the club every day. Every is a frequency adverb. Once a week, once a day. This is the difference between how often and when. Okay, Luigi,
Okay, thanks.
you're welcome. Now let's start our lesson today, lesson 3 and 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
Fact or opinion? When I give my opinion, I say about, around, I think, I believe, I am sure, I'm not sure, and so on. But when I talk about facts, I can say exactly how many or how much. Ah, doesn't allow me to write. Okay, I have to open it again. And lesson 3 and 4. Yes. Brain, mind. The brain is is the organ of my body, but mind has different meanings. Mind بمعنى refuse يمانع. Uh, Mind means in your memory, not in the brain. Cells means خلية. لكن cell has another meaning, means jail. Jail. So I can put him in the cell or in jail. In jail يعني أسجنه. jail يعني prison. في السجن. cell can mean زنزانة. cell can mean خلية. fact, opinion, active, naturally, adverb. ly, adverb. Connect, to. The preposition used with connect to. Sometimes we use with, but it is better to say connect to when we mean connect something to another something. Explain. Explain something to someone. Explain something to someone. Explain to. Sperm whale. Truth. Connections. Technology. Research. Research we can use before the word research we can use conduct or do a research, and the preposition followed is on. Do a research on something, conduct a research on something. Real life, habit, personal habit, not custom. Blog post, tips means advice, but advice is uncountable noun. Tips countable. Patient, maybe we use it as a noun as a sick person. Sick person or sick man is a patient. Patient can be an adjective as someone who can uh, wait for a while. Grandchild, clearly, obviously, obviously. Obviously means clearly. Basic, create, the adjective creative. Creation, the noun. Believe, believe takes the preposition in. Believe in God. Link takes the preposition to. Link to. Check. Share something with somebody. Share with. Now let's read them again. Luigi,
Yeah.
I'm listening.
I couldn't hear you. Your voice isn't well. Could I go
Uh,
out and come again?
yes, please.
Okay.
Now
Okay, yeah.
you can read
Yeah.
starting from brain, okay?
Brain, cell, fact, opinion, active, naturally, connect, explain, sperm, wall, truth, connections, technology, research, real life, habit, blog post, tips, patient, grandchild, clearly, basic, create, believe, link, check, share.
Thank you. Sperm whale, sperm whale. Okay, Lamar.
Brain, cell, fact, active, naturally, connect, explain, sperm wall, truth, connections, technology, research, real life, habit, blog post, tips, patient, child, clearly, basic, created, believed, linked, kicked, shared.
Okay, check sperm whale. Sperm whale. Right. Lamar, the human
The human dash controls every function in the body. Human brain.
human brain function means
You what?
function means task
Task, yeah. Task.
or job. Okay, function controls every function. Okay, number two, Lamar, you need to
You need to dash your device to Wi-Fi connect.
you need to connect your device to Wi-Fi to access the internet. All right, Lucy, number three,
Staying dash by exercising regularly is important for your health. Staying active.
modern
Modern technology has made communication faster and easier than ever.
modern technology has made communication faster and easier than ever. Okay, expressions and collocation. Lamar,
Go to sleep. Stay active. Do research. Get enough sleep. Look up. Carry on. Prepositions up to, in the past, belong to, agree with, disagree with, poured off.
okay, look up a word. That mean I look up a word in a dictionary, but look up to that mean appreciate. Uh, look up to show respect to someone. Look up to him. Look up to show respect. يبجل أو يمجد show respect to someone. Look up to. But look up a word in a dictionary. That mean I look for the meaning of this word. Look up. Carry on means keep or go on or continue. Continue or go on. Go on يستمر أو يواصل. Agree with somebody. Agree to do something. Okay. Agree with somebody. Agree to do something. And the same disagree. Now, Luigi,
Okay. Expressions and collections. Go to sleep. Stay active. Do research. Get enough sleep. Look up. Carry on. Prepositions. Up to, in the past, belong to, agree with, disagree with, proud of.
conjugation of irregular verbs. Sleep, slept, slept. Show, showed, shown. Feel, felt, felt. Known, you, known. Understand, understood, understood. Tell, told, told. Mean, meant, meant. Teach, taught, taught. But we can use mean as an adjective. تعني بخيل. لو an adjective someone is mean بخيل أو ماكر. Okay. But if we use it as a verb, not adjective, it means يعني, the same meaning. Okay, we don't need to read them again. Definition: explain to make something clear or easy to understand. Cell: the smallest basic unit of a living thing. Naturally, something that happens as part of nature. Active: busy doing something. Connect: to link to something else. Now, Luigi,
Yeah. Explain to make something clear or easy to understand. So, the smallest basic unit of a living thing, naturally, something that happens as part of nature. Active, busy doing something. Connect, to link to something else.
All right. Synonyms and antonyms. Active, lively, lazy. Fact, truth. Lie or false. Or fraud, fraud or false. True, real, correct, false. Patient. Tolerant يعني متسامح أو متفاوت. Impatient. Kindness, goodness. Cruelty. Cruelty جاية من cruel. فظ أو قاسي. اوكي لمار.
Active, lively, lazy, fact, truth, lie, connect, link, discount, true, real, correct, false, patient,
Tolerant.
tolerant, impatient, kindness, goodness, cruelty,
Cru-
cruelty.
Cruelty. Cruelty. Okay. We add the suffix ive at the end of the word to give it to give the adjective. The same we add ful or less to give the adjective, but we add ly to give the adverb. But some words are ending in ly, but they are adjective like fatherly, motherly, brotherly, sisterly, friendly, lonely, lovely. All these words ending in ly, but they are adjective. Except these words, other words ending in ly are adverbs. Ness, we add ness to the adjective to give the noun. Happiness, goodness, kindness, and so on. We add ion or tion or ision or ation to give the noun from the verb or from the word, like information, connection, and so on. Lamar, your
Your dash helps you think. Your brain.
your brain. Number two,
It's important to dash active by exercising regularly and eating healthy food. And to stay.
to be active, to stay active, to keep active, all correct. To be active, to keep active, to stay active. Okay, number three. But
Birds dash know how to build nests without being taught. Um, birds naturally.
without being taught, can you explain this usage?
Without being taught means without like someone learning them or without learning.
Without the help of anyone. Is that right?
Yeah.
That mean they don't need anyone to teach them, not learn, to teach without teaching. Okay.
Okay.
Now I asked not for the meaning, but for the usage. Without is a preposition is followed by ing. So being taught here is a passive voice.
Okay.
تمام. Passive voice, verb to be plus past participle gives me passive voice. In this case, the subject is not the doer of the verb. So without is a preposition followed by ing form without
Inform.
preposition is followed by ing uh, teaching, without teaching. But here they are not birds, they are not teaching, they are taught. So we need it in a passive voice. So without being taught. So the gerund being taught. The gerund, we can use the passive voice from the gerund by using verb to be in ing form and the past participle without being taught. Okay. Do you want to have another example?
No, I think that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Number four, Luigi.
I totally agree. Dash your opinion on this matter. I totally agree with your opinion. The antonym of the adjective true is false. We add the suffix dash to the verb connect to turn it into a noun. ION, connection.
Okay. I don't like, I don't like people tell me what to do. Can you change into passive?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like.
Yes.
Um, I couldn't see the sentence. So,
I don't,
I don't like
I
being,
don't like
being,
being
and I don't remember the
told,
other.
told what to do. Is that right?
Yeah, I just don't remember the sentence.
Hmm. Now we used the passive voice from the gerund because I don't like telling. It is supposed to be telling. But here I am not the teller, but people tell me. So it should be in the passive voice. So I don't like being told. ما بحبش حد يكون قايل لي إن أنا أعمل إيه. فهنا I don't like being told what to do. صح، برافو عليك. اوكي. ايه ده، انا رحت صفحة تانية خالص. طب
It
انا
is pretty
اقفل،
cool.
انا اقفل الصفحة دي عشان ما تلخبطناش اهي. اوكي. Language notes. Connect. Communicate. Communicate with people. Communicate with. Anyway. Connect ideas. Connect something to something or connect ideas in your brain. Reading books can help connect ideas in your brain. Animals communicate with sounds and actions. Communicate with. With him here means using. We can use by using or using It is not the rule. It is not the rule in a way. By using, we can use with. باستخدام. with هنا بمعنى باستخدام. So communicate with is not the rule, but communicate with somebody is the rule. Communicate, we use with somebody, but here is he used with to mean by using or with or using something. Help. We use help to do. Number one, help to do. Number two, help someone do or to do. Number three, we use help in the kitchen. We use help with something. Help someone, شخص, someone, with something. Can you help me with my homework? Can you help your mother or mom in the kitchen? Can you help me uh, read this? Or can you help me to read this? But he helped to read. So we use the full infinitive after help. But help someone, infinitive without to or infinitive with to. Also, we can use with or in. Hard is an adjective and adverb, but in the sentence, it is one of them, not uh, the two. The rock feels, feel is a linking verb is followed by adjective. So hard here is an adjective. This puzzle is verb to be is followed by adjective is hard. So this is adjective. You work is a main verb is followed by adverb. Hard here is an adverb. Now we understand that the adverb comes after a main verb, but the adjective comes after linking verb or verb to be. All right? Or comes before a noun. Works in action. Choose the correct answer. We use couples to, Namar. We use couples to,
We use couples to their different devices.
we use couples to,
Oh, she left.
uh-huh, the internet. Okay. Luigi, we use couples
We use cables to connect different devices.
to connect different devices or connect
Yeah.
kaza to kaza. Okay. Something to something. To
Okay.
connect, for example, to connect the computer to the internet, or to connect the computer to the electricity. Okay, number two, Lamar came back. Welcome back, Lamar. It's good to help an old person.
An old person crossing.
Help someone.
Crossing a
Help
busy street.
someone. Help someone. Help someone do or to do. Help
To
someone
do.
do or to do. Both are right. Help someone cross. Help someone to cross. But help someone crossing is wrong.
Oh, okay.
Help someone do, help someone to do. Both are right.
Okay.
Okay, number three, Lamar.
Number three, this math problem is too hard.
For me to solve quickly. Here too means very, but in a negative way. Very hard to the extent that لدرجة أنه لا, to the extent that no. The answer is no here. That means it is negative. Means I can't solve. So I can't solve is a negative. Instead of using I can't solve, I say too hard for me to solve. To solve instead of that I can't solve. Okay. So to adjective or adverb for someone to do something. The full rule to adjective or adverb plus for someone to do something. This is the full rule. We can sometimes can sometimes omit for someone or sometimes omit to do. It's hard for me or it's hard to answer or to solve. It's hard for me to answer or to solve. So we use to do. Some people call it قاعدة to 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 plus infinitive to adjective or adverb. But the full rule to adjective or adverb for someone to do something. The first one. Now, Luigi, can you read reading and listening?
Okay. B. Reading and listening. Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the brain. The brain is a very important part of our body. It helps us think, feel, and move. Our brain controls everything we do. Now, let's look at some statements about the brain. I will tell you if each one is true or false. Statement 1. We only use about 10% of our brain. This statement is false. Some people say we only use 10% of our brain, but that is not true. We actually use almost all parts of our brain every day. Different parts of the brain work together to help us do different things like speaking, moving, and remembering. Statement 2. A sperm whale's brain is bigger than a person's brain. This statement is true. The sperm whale has the biggest brain in the animal kingdom. Its brain can weigh about 8 kilograms, while a human brain weighs about 1.4 kilograms. Even though the whale's brain is bigger, our brains are more complex. This makes us good at problem solving and learning. Statement 3. There is a lot that we don't know about the brain. This statement is true. Scientists know many things about the brain, but there is still a lot we don't understand. The brain is very complicated and there is much more to discover about how it works.
Thank you. Okay. Lamar, the truth about the brain. Many people think that we learn
Many people think that we learn
when we learn.
when we uh, Many people think that when we learn, our brains make new brain cells, but actually, we create new connections between brain, between brain, between brain cells we already have. In fact, one brain cell can connect with up to 10,000 others. In the past, people believed the brain turned off. When we sleep, when we want to sleep, but when new technology, we know how the some parts of the brain stay actually during sleep. Sleep is very important for learning because it helps us remember things better. In fact, people who get enough sleep can remember about 20 percentage more than who do not. For young people, research shows that learning feels more interesting if they know how how it can help them in real life. About 85 percentage of students say that learn say they learn better when they understand why a topic is usually, so it's important for teachers to explain why lessons are helpful. Finally, our brains have a habit of telling us that things we agree with are facts. When we disagree with something, we see it as an opinion. This helps naturally, but it's helpful to remember that just because we agree to disagree with something doesn't mean we are right.
Okay. Because we agree or disagree with something doesn't mean we are right. Useful, useful, helpful, or useful, or uh, benefitable. 20%, 80%, 20%. Okay. Luigi.
Okay, learning something new. Grandfather, I need your help with something, Kareem. Grandson, of course, Grandpa. What do you need? Grandfather, I got this letter from work, but I don't know what it says. Can you read it to me? Grandson, sure, I can help. Why didn't you learn to read and write, Grandpa? Grandfather, when I was young, I had to work to help my family, so I couldn't go to school. Now, I want to learn, but it's hard. Grandson, I understand. I can teach you if you want. Grandfather, that would be great. You are the person whose help I need the most because you are patient. Grandson, we can start with simple words. Do you remember any words that you learned before? Grandfather, yes, I remember some words, but I forget them quickly. The book that I bought last year is still difficult for me. Grandson, don't worry, Grandpa. We will go slowly. The important thing is to practice every day.
Okay. From this lesson, they want to teach us that we must rebel against our elder people, grandfather, mother, father. We are more intelligent than them. We have this idea in our mind. This is not a correct education. This is this is to spoil the minds of the new generation. Do you understand me?
Yeah,
This is not a good education. They meant to put such information to students in a way. Understanding. Understanding the difference between facts and opinion. Facts, he is 10 years of age or old. This is a fact. He is, I believe, I think he is good at tennis. This is an opinion. This is a fact. So we can understand the difference between the facts and opinions. A statement can either be a fact or an opinion. ربما تكون كده أو كده. A fact is something we can check. I can check if it's correct or not. It is true or false. Facts often include numbers, dates, specific details. An opinion is what someone think or believe, perhaps like I think or I believe. In my opinion, perhaps, maybe, probably, all these are opinions. Show that the statement is an opinion. Some people might agree with the opinion and think it's true, uh, but others agree and think it's true, or disagree and think it's false or not true. Lamar, the brain is an amazing part of the body.
The brain is a basic part of the body. It controls controls it controls everything we do, like thinking, moving, and learning.
All right.
The
Uh-huh.
brain is made up of millions of cells.
These cells
These
called
cells, called nervous
neurons.
neurons, work together to send messages
Okay, and keep the
and
brain
keep the brain active.
active. To keep your brain healthy, eat good food, exercise, and get enough sleep. Luigi,
Your dash controls all your thoughts and actions. Your brain. The human body has millions of cells. She stays dash by going to the gym every day. She stays active. Animals dash adapt to their environments over time. Animals naturally.
آسف أنا شاورت غلط.
Oh, it's okay.
Naturally. Okay.
Okay.
Five, Lamar. The teacher said that.
The teacher said that this dash is proven and cannot be questioned. This fact.
cannot be questioned يعني ما حدش يناقشها لأن دي حقيقة مش محتاجة نقاش. فهنا is proven مثبتة بالحقائق. هنا كمان في الجملة دي هنلاحظ إنها reported speech. The teacher said وده فعل القول. فعل القول في الماضي فلازم نجيب الجملة هنا في الباست زيها لكن استخدم المضارع لأنها fact. طالما fact يبقى ما بنغيرش الأزمنة حتى لو كان الفيرب بتاع القول في الماضي. All right, number six.
Number six. What's your dash about the new school rules? What's your opinion?
What's your opinion? Number seven. I can't
I can dash to the Wi-Fi connect.
connect to. Can you?
Can you explain the meaning?
Bravo. Lama Aluji. Many scientists.
Many scientists make research to discover new facts about space. Make.
Many scientists. Many scientists conduct or do research.
Alright.
Okay. Do research. Okay. Number 10. I need to look.
I need to look up the word in the dictionary to know its
Uh,
meaning.
yes, look up the word in a dictionary or in the dictionary to know its meaning. Thank you. Uh, defining relative clause. Defining relative clause, we use who, which, where, when, and so on. All question words as relative pronouns. Relative pronouns, that mean we use two clauses. We have the main clause and the who or that or which and so on or whose clause. We have a clause here, شبه جملة. A clause means subject plus verb plus completion, or maybe verb plus completion. This is a clause. It can't give me a full meaning without reading the main clause here. The main clause. It is also consisted of or formed of subject, verb, completion. Okay. In this case, we join two sentences into one sentence. When we join this sentence with this sentence, we use who, that, which, who, or who, and so on. We use who to replace a subject or object, which is a person or a human. We use that for human or things. We use which for only things. Which for things. That means the noun before which should be or must be thing. That can be used after a thing or a human or man. Who, that mean the word before who must be a human person, شخص. Who and whom. Okay, let's go to explain this again. Who replaces a person, maybe subject or object. Whom replaces the noun before it here is a person, subject or object. But whom is followed by plus subject. Who plus subject or plus verb. So if we have a verb, so we don't use whom because who is followed by a verb or by a subject. Whom is followed by a subject plus verb. Okay. Now, who replaces the object of the sentence? Replaces the object, but the noun before it may be subject or object. In a way, replace replaces object, replaces a person which subject or object. Okay,
Okay.
تمام. The same can be used as for things. That means who means whom. So we can use that instead of who or whom because that replaces the subject, a person or a thing, or the object. So subject or object, we can use that. Which, for things, it replaces subject or object, but a thing. The noun before it here, thing, not a person. Thing. All right. Now, I want to talk about who and whom again. Whom is followed by verb. Who is followed by subject or is followed by a verb. When it is followed by a verb, it replaces a subject. When it's followed by a subject, it replaces the object. So we omit the object here. Okay. We can use preposition before whom. Preposition here. Preposition. حرف الجر. أيا كان يعني for by at أيا كان for whom مثلا. But the preposition can't come before what who, but can come here. So for is followed by the preposition. Who is followed by the preposition, but we can't use for the preposition before it. Whom is followed by the preposition, or the preposition comes before it. Okay, we can't use a preposition before who. The same with
Okay.
that. That we can't use a preposition before it. We can use the preposition at the end of the sentence, but before it, not. Where, when, we can't use a preposition before or after. No preposition is followed by comes before where and when. Where replaces a place here. When replaces a time here. Zaman here. Okay. Now we knew in general some ideas, but we didn't know how to use this. Do you know Luigi مثلا? Do you know Luigi? She lives next door. Now, if he told me, if I was told to join these sentence, I find Luigi and she. So I begin with the first sentence as a main clause. Do you know Luigi? Luigi, can you complete?
Mm, yeah, you know Luigi, who lives next door?
Yes. We omit the subject and use who instead of it. Who is preceded by the same name we omitted in the second sentence. We omit she, so we use who and complete the sentence. Okay.
Mister,
Come again, please.
I have a question. Can we write Luigi with with I?
Yes, we can write it with I. We can write it with IE. We can write it with you, I, a Y.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ahmed is a doctor. Ahmed is my friend. Now, who can join those sentences? Who can use who?
Can I?
Okay,
First one and second one. Who is Ahmed?
so I write Ahmed is a doctor who, is that right?
Yeah.
No, not correct. Because I
Oh,
told you we use who after directly the same name repeated in the two sentences. So I put who here.
okay.
In this case, when I use who here, so I complete its sentence. So Ahmed, who is my friend, is a doctor. You understand it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Here it was difficult because both are subject in the sentence. But here, Lucy was object, so it was easy to put who here and omit this and complete. But if we brought Luigi at the beginning of the sentence, it comes little difficult. So in this second example, Ahmad and Ahmad are subject. So in this case, I take this away at the end. Here is a doctor. Okay, I begin with Ahmad and use who and complete its sentence. So Ahmad, who is my friend, is a doctor. Okay,
Okay.
great. ناخد مثال كمان. I don't know أحمد علي مثلا. uh, Ali, your father knows him. Okay, now I want to join here Ali and him. Your father knows. Your father knows him. Now, who can give me the answer for this example?
Will we use who here?
Whose?
Yeah. No,
Whose
who?
is followed? Whose
Who?
is followed by possessed noun? Whose book? Whose car? And so on.
Who?
Whose? Okay, I understand you don't mean whose. Okay, we use who. Is that right?
Yeah. Will we use who here?
We can use whom.
Yeah.
Uh, if we replace the object of the sentence, we can use whom, we can use who. But we can use who only for the subject. We can use who for the subject. Then who is used to replace the subject or object, but whom only for objects. So we have in an object, we can use whom and we can use who. Now, I don't know Ali. Huh? Who complete? I don't know Ali.
Who is Ali?
No. Who or whom your father knows. Now,
Can we say who know Ali?
no. Who هنا I want to tell you something very important. Now, who or whom replaces a subject or object?
Who? Subject.
No, we replace the object him, Ali, in the second sentence, object, and the first sentence also object in a way. But we begin with this one and use whom or who or whom. When they replace the object, we omit the object but complete the sentence. يعني we need subject plus verb. Okay, I don't know Ali, whom your father knows. Okay,
Means we will say whom is Ali?
again, come again.
That means we will say whom is Ali?
No, we don't ask here. We use this as a conjunction word or joining word. We join both words. We don't ask. I don't know Ali, whom or who your father knows.
Okay. Can we take
Now,
the exercises on language as a homework so we can test ourselves?
hmm, okay. Now, who can be replaced by that because that for things and a human, which can be replaced by that because that for things and the human, whose is followed by a possessed noun. The man whose it replaces apostrophe اس الملكية مثلا or his or her or my, so we use instead of this whose. Where for the place, but the place in this case should be the place should be have an action here, not to describe. If I describe the place big or small or beautiful or ugly or anyway anything of this, so we use which to describe the place, but the place should be there is an action after, so we use where. uh, July is a month. July is month is time, so we use when I was born. uh, I can say months is oh, months. We use the preposition in with months and in years and months. We use the preposition on with days. Okay, we use the preposition at with time. Here we can use in, but when we don't use any preposition. If there is in here, we use which instead of. So which can be followed by the preposition or preceded by the preposition. In which or which kaza end. If we have in this sentence, we use which instead of when, because when and where are not followed or preceded by prepositions. Okay, in this case we use which, in which or by which or for which, and so on. Understood? Now we can take the exercise to see if we knew or learned that by heart or not. Okay. يعني كنت عايز احلهم معاك والله. ماشي لوجي لامار. See you.
See you.
Goodbye.
Bye.